Hello all, welcome back to Shaving with Peg Leg. We're going to do a head shave today. How about that? Yes, it's Sunday. Gotta get this done. I got a little while before the football game starts. I got almost 2 hours, but football season is back. Yay. Alright, we're going to be using the Schick Hydro. It's a 5-bladed monster. It does okay for head shaves. For soap, HC&C Shave Stick, Citrus Bomb. And it is a citrus bomb. Comes up like deodorant. That is a wonderful scent. I've talked about this before. In Florida we have these little shops associated with orchards, orange orchards, and they just sell oranges and grapefruits and sometimes lemons and limes, but usually oranges and grapefruits, nectarines, tangerines, that type of thing. Not nectarines, tangerines and tangelos. It's just stuff like that. And when you walk in, this is what you smell to me. This is supposed to be grapefruit forward, but to me it's orange forward, which is good because I'm not a big grapefruit fan. All right. Wet the dome, get the water dripping down in the eyes, and slick this puppy up. No pre-shave today because this stuff is super slick as it is. Oh man, I hope it's cooling off for you guys because it sure as hell is not cooling off for us. Well, it is. We've lost like 2 or 3 degrees daytime temperatures, which down here is not a hell of a lot because whether it's 89 or 92, when you still have 94, 95% humidity, it's still freaking hot. Using a 26 millimeter Star Wisp from PAA, and let's make some lather, shall we? Probably should have used a boar brush or a badger. The synthetic's a little soft. It's a nice soft brush. It's great for the face. But I'm finding myself lately to prefer 22s and 24s for face work, or 20s even. And then 26 and up for my dome. Give that a little bit more wah-wah. Somebody needs to come take my phone away from me and my laptop, but mainly my phone because I sit on the porch all day watching videos and surfing the web, like not so much Amazon but eBay, Etsy. And I'm getting carried away again and I gotta stop. Because I definitely want to buy a double ring, and doing what I'm doing right now is not getting me there. So I got to slam the brakes on that. Alright, back to front is with the grain. So, September 11th. Well, we all know what happened on September 11th, 2001. We won't get into that. But do you know what happened on September 11th, 1883? I bet you don't. Mr. James Gould Cutler, an architect from Rochester, New York, obtained a patent for the mail chute for high-rise buildings. Installed on every floor, 2 through the top floor, floor 2 to the top floor, and only installed on buildings with more than 2 stories. But if you were more than 2 stories and still had a second, and you had a second story, you would still get one on the second story. And the mail chute, you got to remember, back in the days, it was not each office in a building did not have mail pickup. They had to take it all the way down to the street and out on the corner and drop it in a mailbox. So he came up with a system where a chute was built into the building when it was constructed, where with a door, you open the door, you drop your mail in, you drop down the chute into the bin on the first floor, and the mailman could gather it there. Okay. When they became prominent in New York City, the mail carriers refused to start picking up mail at these boxes, because their argument was, there's a mailbox out on the corner of the street. Why do I have to pick up at the mailbox and then come in this building and pick up at their box too? They could just take it to the mailbox. Well, they lost that fight. They lost that fight spectacularly. Basically, they were told, don't be freaking lazy. So, hang on a second. Mr. Cutler opened a company to just make mail chutes. And he got into a little lawsuit with another company that started making them too, and he won. And they ended up, it's kind of like when Gillette had the fight with, what was it, Autostrop? Was it Autostrop, or I can't remember. And they had the lawsuit, and the two companies ended up merging. My brain's fried. You guys knew that. It was kind of like that. He won the lawsuit, but ended up absorbing the other company because they really couldn't afford to pay him off. So he ended up absorbing the company. And they became the one national supplier for mail chutes across the country. I'm trying to find something here. The first system was installed in the Elwood building in Rochester, New York. And everybody had the concern with using these that, oh, the mail's going to get stuck in the chute and it won't drop through. And he assured everybody that it would. It would drop straight through. There was nothing in the chute to clog it up. Until people started putting oversized packages in the chute, which they weren't supposed to do. It was for mail, for letters only, not packages. And people started putting packages in it and dropping it down the chute. And then they would get clogged up. Damn it, I forgot the year. Okay. All right, 1915. We'll jump ahead to 1915 from 1883. The federal government, the Postal Service, said these, if you guys don't know, if you ever read your mailbox, it says property of U.S. Postal Service or U.S. government, I can't remember which. You may have bought the mailbox, you may have installed the mailbox, you may get your mail there, but it is property of the mail service. So therefore, it is illegal for anybody but you to go into it. It's considered a felony. So, the government considered them, the Postal Service considered them mailboxes, these chutes. So, they instituted a law that took over the handling and maintenance of these mail chutes. So, if something get clogged in it, it was their responsibility to come unclog it. And we know how well the government does shit like that. All right, cross screen. Especially in smaller cities that had skyscrapers, they didn't have a maintenance crew at their postal office. And they would have to contract it out if they needed to unplug something. Now, I read this article 3 times, and I still don't remember half the number, sorry. Because I was looking for the name of a building. Because in 1958, they uncluttered a mail chute, and 40,000 pieces of mail dropped into the bin at the bottom. 40,000 pieces in 1958. They had been stuck up there for years because somebody put a package in the chute and it got wedged. So everything got plugged up behind it and didn't drop through. One woman received love letters and other correspondence that had been in the chute for 50 years in 1958. There was legal documents in there that were supposed to go to federal offices, applications for permits and stuff like that never made it because some idiot dropped a package down a mail chute. I mean, these mail chutes are only, you're talking that big. Really. I mean, that's about all they were. It's about, well, maybe that big. But it's not for a big package to go down. Just looking at the entrance to it, the door that you open and the slot behind it, you should be able to look at that and go, maybe I should take the package downstairs and put it in the drop bin that they installed later in later years down on the ground floor instead of dropping it down the chute. But no, people are flipping lazy and they plugged up the shit for everybody for 50 years. 40,000 pieces of mail stuck in a mail chute. So anyways, in 97, the government banned installation of any further mail chutes because of a fire hazard. That smoke could from a fire on a lower level could travel up the mail slot, up the mail chute, and into upper floors. Okay, smoke might travel up it. What about the flipping flames coming up through the floor and burning everything? Government sometimes, really. If you want to get into politics, the first thing you need to learn how to do is stick your head up your ass. Okay, seriously, because some of the supposedly smartest people in the world are supposed to be in governments. They're not. These are the dumbest people ever. I mean, look at the laws in England now. They can't import aftershaves because it has alcohol in it. Like somebody's going to drink the aftershave. Well, I knew a guy that was such a drunk he could take a mouthful of cough syrup and spit out everything but the alcohol, but there's not too many of them around. Anyways, yeah, they banned them permanently. Couldn't make any more. Oh, I'm looking for something. Okay. New York City, as of 2001, still had 600 operational mail slots in buildings. As of 2001. Well, after September 11th, 2001, they probably only had 598. And Chicago still had 300. But somebody figured out a way to make it easier on people back in the day when some of your buildings that were 4 and 5 stories didn't even have a lift, an elevator. They were all stairs. So people wouldn't have to go up and down stairs and take time and everything to run up and down stairs with mail. That they could just drop it down to the ground floor into a bin. And of course your postmen, being federal employees, were being lazy and bitched that they didn't want to pick it up because there was a box right outside the building. Why should they have to pick up mail from in the building too? Twats. But like I said, they lost that argument. Through here and in the back I have pickups. All right. I love the scent of this. This is a great citrus. If you like citrus, you like orange, grapefruit, HC&C's Citrus Bomb soap is your jam. Let me tell you, that is your thing. Because I don't know why I said it's your jam. I hate these modern terms that these kids come up with. It's your soap. They shorten short words like fool. They say foo. That foo. I say, huh? What? Do you not speak English? It's like you take a short word and you make it shorter. And the terms that they come up with, it's like, really? What freaking planet are... Archaeologists in 100 years are going to dig up some of our shit and go, these people were crazy. If they can even read what we wrote. Here's another question for you. Do you think what's being posted on the internet today will be around in 100 years? Or are they going to come up with something better than the internet and make it obsolete and it just kind of fades away into the ether? But anyways, they came up with a great system to help people out, to help businesses out in tall buildings, make their life easier, and the lazy people screwed it up, putting packages in a mail slot. And just, I mean, could you imagine 40,000 pieces of mail coming out of a mail chute. One chute, 40,000 pieces of mail came out. And been in there for 50 years, at least. That's pretty good. All right. This stuff lathers like crazy too. Look at that. I did 3 passes, pickups, and I still got that left. Oh, I just put it right on my nose. Okay, no problem. All right, and then when you close it up, you just do this. Yes, I've been having it sit here in front of my fan, and the whole bathroom smells like this now. Oh, I got a lot of stuff coming in next week, or later this week, I should say, since it's Sunday. A lot of stuff coming in. Not a lot, but enough that I'm gonna try and hold it as long as I can, and I'll do one big unboxing video instead of one for each little piece that comes in, because there's really a couple of them that it's gonna take a little longer than 2 minutes to look at. Get the back of my neck enough? Because sometimes, you know, this is one thing about doing head shapes. Sometimes I forget to do the back of my neck below my head. It's wet back there. It's not slick or anything, but it's wet. So I'll just do that on my back of my neck. All right. Well, I guess that's it, guys, for a shave. I'm going to do the post shave now. I'm going to do a quick over with this. I don't really need it, because that razor just isn't close enough to... Oh, I had soap on my glasses. Isn't close enough to do anything, but I'm just going to go over it just to make sure. Nothing. Absolutely nothing, not even a ting. But I knew that. That's the one thing about a cart, shaving your head with a cartridge. You don't get close enough because they're never negative blade exposure. And unless you're really pressing in, you're not going to get anything from an alum block. Alright, I'm going to put some witch hazel on to keep the wrinkles away. Head soft as it is, I don't need it to be wrinkly too. I don't have anything with a citrus bomb. This is the closest I have. It's got some lime and lemon to it. Florida water. This stuff smells really good. It's not that expensive either. That is a good citrus. Sometimes when I use this, when I smell it, I get a strong lime scent. And sometimes when I use it, like just now, I get a strong lemon scent. I don't know why. Could be my sniffer, different days. That's all I need out of the Johnson & Johnson baby lotion. That's all I need. This stuff, and most balms are like that. They spread so well. And like I've said before, I don't like that heavy, oily feeling when you use a lot of balm. I don't like that feeling. Because sometimes it just takes forever for your skin to absorb it. Alright guys. I guess that's enough of that. Oh! For you old timers like me, Today was also the day that Ford introduced the Pinto. Remember that? That engineering feat? Yeah, that one. The rolling time bomb. You got rear-ended. Boom. And they inspected the car. The Federal Safety Commission inspected the car, and they said it was no more when there was reports of getting rear-ended and exploding. They deemed it no more unsafe than any other compact car out there, even though they was having the issue of getting rear-ended and the gas tank exploding. Okay, whatever. Again, your federal government at work. All right, here's the evidence, plain as day, right in front of you, but nah, we'll ignore it. Doesn't apply here. We don't think so. Because, you know, Ford's got a lot of money and our pockets are greasy right now. So, yeah. Okay, guys, take care. Appreciate you being here for another head shave and babbling old fat guy. All right, guys, take care out there. Enjoy Sunday. I'm going to go watch the Bucks beat the Cowboys, hopefully. All right, take care. Done with the babbling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.